They say we are free, that every thought you have, every decision you make, is yours. But what if it isn't? What if you're just following an invisible path, written by your childhood, your traumas, your environment, and now by your algorithm? Maybe the scariest part isn't that you're being watched, but that you're known so well. You're no longer needed to decide for yourself. Free will isn't doing whatever you want. It's consciously choosing among real options, without being controlled by invisible forces. But does that even exist? You were born into a family, a country, a time. You were shaped by experiences you didn't choose. Your tastes, your fears, your beliefs. Were they truly chosen or simply programmed reactions? Neuroscientists say most of our decisions are made by unconscious brain circuits, milliseconds before we become aware of making them. Your body already chose. You just justified it afterward. As Spinoza said, man believes himself to be free because he is conscious of his actions, but unaware of the causes that determine them. In the 1980s, Dr. Benjamin Libet conducted a shocking experiment. He asked people to move their hand whenever they wanted and measured when the brain made the decision. The result? The brain signal occurred before the person became aware of deciding. That means the action was already happening before you even knew it. So then who's really deciding? And now enters artificial intelligence. An AI can detect patterns you don't even see. It knows when you're most likely to buy, what kind of content makes you angry, what keeps you staring at a screen. But it doesn't just react. It predicts. And if it can't predict it, are you really choosing it? Maybe you were never as free as you believed. But you're not lost either. In the second part, we explore how algorithms shape your decisions, what existential and spiritual philosophy say about freedom, and most importantly, how to take back control. If this resonated with you, comment below. I'm ready to choose consciously. If our decisions can be predicted, does that mean we're not free? Or maybe real freedom begins right here, when you become aware of what's been shaping you. Because awakening isn't about breaking chains. It's about learning to see them. Every time you open your phone, someone or something has already decided what you'll see. And that influences how you feel. And what you feel influences what you decide. You don't need a chip in your head to be controlled. All it takes is a system that knows you better than you know yourself. The algorithm doesn't force. It suggests. But it does it so often, you mistake it for your own inner voice. Freedom isn't avoiding AI. It's being aware of it. The philosopher Simone de Beauvoir once wrote, "To be free is not just to break the chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others." So then, are you free when you choose to disconnect? When you decide not to share that viral hate? When you question what's being offered instead of consuming it blindly? That's where your true power lives. Sartre said, "We are condemned to be free, not because it's easy, but because not choosing is also a choice." You can live on autopilot or take responsibility for every small gesture. AI can predict your habits, but it cannot predict your level of awareness. And that's the key. Consciousness is the crack in the wall of determinism. In deep spiritual traditions, freedom isn't doing whatever you want. It's remembering who you are beyond your programming. Jacobo Grinberg said that reality is created by the mind. And if your mind is shaped by external forces, then your reality is too. But if you cleanse your internal field, if you return to yourself, you can change everything. How do we take back control? You don't need to disconnect from the world. You just need to wake up within it. Observe before reacting. Question before accepting. Choose even when the path seems already written. Every conscious act is an act of rebellion. Every true decision is a quiet revolution. Free will is not something you're given. It's something you conquer. Every day, every moment. Today, you choose whether to follow the algorithm or become the author of your own story. If you're ready for that, comment, "I take back control." and share this video with someone who needs to remember that they are still free. AI can predict many things, but it still can't calculate the exact moment when you decide to wake up.